Well, here I am, still. It's been a week. Also, I'm in the same spot that I filmed myself saying that maybe it's a good idea to live in an RV. I think I did that like 6 months ago. Oh, what a journey. So, update. I did order those parts, the sail switch and the circuit board. I have them. I did let the mobile RV service know. They did agree to come out this week. It's Friday. They haven't been here. Kind of already writing that off. So backstory, 2 months ago, I did call the service department at the dealership where I purchased the RV and told them about the furnace. And they said that they could not come out this far. It's about a 3.5 hour drive to take care of it. And that I should look into a mobile RV service, which I did. And I did check many of them over here. Well, many, there's like 5. And a couple said, no, they don't do that. One didn't want to drive all the way up here and it's only 45 minutes for him, but whatever. And so, yeah, then I used this service, but I need to move on from that. Part of my issue with this whole pushing me off to a mobile RV service is that under my warranty does say that if I have any problems, I should contact the service department at my dealership. So, and these are all warranty issues. Now, when I first started all this with the mobile RV service, I didn't think it was going to take this long. I mean, 7 weeks waiting for parts, 2 weeks into the RV, and then it breaks again, and now I'm out for another week. And it's just one thing after another, and I couldn't take it anymore. So I called the service department again at the dealership and told him the situation. I told him that, you know, when I first bought the RV, the sales rep did tell me that if I had to get something fixed, they would come out to me. Even the financial manager, when I was signing the paperwork, she said the same thing. Even the person that came out to put the slide out topper on, came all the way out here, said the same thing. When I have my warranty issues all written down, they will come out and take care of it. Well, the service manager that I spoke with wasn't very happy. I mean, I could tell that over the phone, that people were making me promises. That's not my problem. They knew where I live. They knew that it took me 3.5 hours to get there and back. And they knew I didn't have a truck to tow it with. So all this is knowledge, but it's not my problem. They're the ones that told me these things, and that's what I was counting on. So he sent me over to the manager. So I talked to him, and I had to go through everything all over again. I told him what happened, that I've been out of my RV waiting for parts 7 weeks. He thought that was quite excessive. And I did mention that my slide out topper is slack. It collects rainwater, and it shouldn't. It should just pour right off of the thing. These are warranty issues, and according to Keystone, Montana, I am allowed to go to my dealer. And if I can't get satisfaction with them, then I have to go through Keystone. And I really don't want to go through Keystone. So I was trying to do the best I can, not be upset about anything, and just state my case and hope, keep my fingers crossed. And yes, he understood. So he promised to call me this week to let me know the schedule of when somebody can come out next week. Well, it's Friday. I haven't gotten a call. Yeah, it's just this whole situation has just been a little frustrating. You know, when it first started happening, I thought, my gosh, do I have a lemon? Do I need to return this thing? You know, I started spiraling. But I don't want to give up. I'm not going to give up. I've spent a small amount of time in that RV, but it still feels like home to me. I've even made some memories with my kids in that RV. So I'm not giving up. I got to get this thing fixed and, you know, put the whole RV mobile service past me. I'm just not going to deal with that anymore. I have a sail switch and a circuit board ready in case that thing breaks down again, but it's supposed to be fixed next week. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. And hopefully the plumber who said he will be here next week, hopefully he keeps that promise and he'll be here next week and he can move my propane hookup so I can move the RV back. That's the next step. And then now that the rains have subsided, not too much going on in the next month or so, I can get a shipping container up here. And then when the boys drive back in 3 weeks, I can go back down to San Jose, get a moving truck to bring my stuff up, can close out that container down there, that storage unit, move on with my life. And yeah, I think that's the remedy that I need right now, just to get through this little thing. Those are the steps. I have to keep a list of my steps and not freak out. Yeah. So I have been keeping myself busy. There's a lot to do. I've been walking back and forth between here and the RV, just taking care of things. Always bring my camera with me. So much to film around here and so much to learn about, so it's kind of fun. I've been taking care of my garden. Looks great. Planted out some new seeds, vegetables, more vegetables, and some flowers. I'm also dealing with potatoes. I bought some seed potatoes. You set those out in a tray, and this is all according to Monty Don. You set them out in a tray, you leave them in a place where it's not too hot, not too cold, no direct sun, and you allow the little eyes to sprout. They have to get about 1 inch long, and then you plant them. So I'm working on that. Today I'm going to go and take care of that leak and seal that up. I'm also going to go on the roof at some point and clean it. Yeah, I got a long list of things to do. For now, because it's so nice, the horses have been fed, I'm going to go take Max for a walk. Look at this guy on an adventure. You looking for squirrels? Let's go. Well, I just got back from a drive down to town, take care of a few things, walking Max. It's up ahead. And thought I'd take you down here to the corner where there are some plants that remind me of when I went to a community event a couple weeks ago called Forest Health Extravaganza. I believe that's what it was called. And they had several speakers. They had Cal Fire there. They had a group, or a couple groups that do prescribed burns. Some that go in and help take care of the fish in game in this area. And also there was a indigenous tribe there. And they talked about how their practices of keeping the forest healthy, and meaning getting rid of invasive species of plants, really looking after the native species, which would include blackberries. There's lots of blackberries up here, and most of them are invasive. The native ones are few and far between. The invasive ones have kind of crowded them out. But anyway, it is so interesting, and this plant up here is something that the indigenous tribe used to use. Maybe they still use it, I don't know, but I just love it. I love stuff like this, so I'm going to show you that. First, I'm going to show you just a couple little snippets of that extravaganza. I love that they use that word.
Support and hanging out with each other and getting to know each other's faces. And that way, if it comes to the next project, we already know we can depend on his to come in and help us.
Yeah, it was a really great event. So this is the wavy leafed soap plant. It's all here, it's all over this area. And the indigenous tribes used to use the root or the bulb of the plant as soap. Make detergent, used for shampoo. I guess when it comes in contact with water, it kind of suds up. Also, the bulb can be eaten, but it has to be boiled or something because I think it's poisonous. And also, they used to eat the leaves too. I just think it's really cool. I love it. It looks very prehistoric to me. So many things to discover here every day. Okay, there he goes. I better get going on this walk. He's got to take off without me. Oh gosh. Ugh. The hill. I think it's a good day to tackle this sealant job. I just gotta go change my shirt. I'm gonna get this one all full of gook. All right, first up, taking off the old silicone with a plastic scraper. It's kind of satisfying. Also, I am no professional. This is the first time I've tried anything like this. So you've been warned, it gets a little ugly. Next, I'm just gonna clean the area down with some soapy water and a wet rag. Silicone bits kind of stick pretty good onto there, so I'm just gonna use a soft brush to get rid of the rest, and then go through it afterwards with some mineral spirits just to clean up any residue that still might be there, and clean the area again with some soapy water and a wet rag. I'm gonna go change my shirt because it's getting warm out here. What I'm going to be using is the ProFlex sealant for RVs. And at this point, this is where I'm realizing that, well, I'm not very good at this. My hands are a little shaky. I think I probably needed to get some more practice in, but I'm doing the best I can. I'm just going to put down a bead of the silicone sealant and then use the towel that I have soaked in the mineral spirits on my finger so I can just apply that really smoothly and make sure that it's gets down in there, and yeah, I'm happy with it. It's going to help, and I won't have a leak anymore. Okay, I'm all ready to do this. I have this soft kind of moppy kind of thing that I'm taking up. I'm going to put everything in a bag so I can carry it on my shoulders. And then this rubber roof cleaner. And then I also have something that is by the same company. It's rubber roof protectant. That I'll do after everything is dry. For now, I'm going up there to wash the roof. I've already contacted a friend and told them I am going up on my roof. If I don't text you back, then you know something's wrong, or I forgot. But I usually do that. I usually text my daughter, Alex, but it's a little early. I wanted to get this done before it got warm. It was supposed to get in the high 70s. So, and it gets hot up there on the roof. So, here I go. Wish me luck. Also, yeah, I have my little river shoes. They're rubber on the bottom, and they're just easier to grip onto this stupid thin ladder. So it's not too bad. It's dirty, and I did use a leaf blower to get a lot of this stuff out, but things get stuck like under the solar panel that you just can't, it's hard to sweep it off. So that's why I wanted to wash it. This is gonna take all day. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. As I'm cleaning it, I can see that there's dirt coming off of it. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's a good time to also to inspect the roof. I just noticed right here that there's this little cut in the rubber, and that's gonna cause a leak. So that's probably going into this is the either the kitchen or the second bedroom. So I'm gonna dry that up and put some roof tape down on it for now until I can reseal, but that's an issue, is these, you know, any small little tree limb will fall on it and make a little nick. So it's a good time now to just walk through it and make sure I don't have any other problems. But yeah, I'm happy with how it looks. It's clean enough. It's not gonna be perfect. It is a rubber roof. Last one short done. Well, that's my update for now. Thanks for watching. Let's go.